Euro Baseball 2025 is in the books. What a tournament it was. 16 teams, 3 different countries, 48 games. The champion? Netherlands, as usual. In case you didn't know, the European Baseball Championship has been going since 1954. Started as an annual tournament, then became biennial. Last tournament was in 2023 in the Czech Republic. In 2025, group play was in Netherlands, Italy, and Belgium, with a knockout stage all in the Netherlands. Next one will be in 2027 in Regensburg, Germany. So here's what happened. The 16 teams were divided into 4 groups of 4. The top 8 teams from last time were placed in groups A and B, with all 8 teams guaranteed a spot in the 12-team playoffs. The top 2 in each group going straight to the quarterfinals. Group A, Germany beat Czech Republic on opening day. Czech Republic beat Spain on day 2. And on day 3, Spain came back in the late innings to beat Germany, causing a 3-way tie, as all 3 of them beat Sweden. Spain lost out on the tiebreaker though, so they had to play in the first round. Group B, Netherlands beat all 3 of their opponents by at least 6 runs, cruising to the top of the standings. Great Britain earned a trip to the quarterfinals with a 9-4 win over France and a 16-1 win over Israel. Israel beat France for third. Those two would have to play in the first round. Group C in Milan, only the top 2 got to move on. No first-round byes were awarded. Italy, after a disappointing tournament 2 years ago, swept their way easily through group play. 18-0 over Switzerland. 16-0 over Lithuania, and 9-4 over Greece. Switzerland, after getting annihilated by Italy in their opener, scored in double figures in their next 2, with wins over Greece and Lithuania. Greece came from behind to beat Lithuania on the first day, but no wins after that. Greece and Lithuania, out. Group D, Croatia, small country that's already really good at soccer, basketball, and several other sports, may have room for one more. They beat Hungary, Austria, and Belgium in that order to go undefeated in group play. Austria beat Belgium 16-8 to earn the other spot. Thought that was going to be a really good game. The two were an even match on paper, but Austria dominated, and Belgium was playing at home. Hungary lost all 3 games by double digits, including a 26-2 beatdown in 5 innings to Austria in their final game. So that brought us to the knockout stage. Here's what it looked like. Spain versus Austria, winner meets Great Britain. Sweden versus Croatia, winner takes on the Netherlands. Israel versus Switzerland, Czech Republic awaits the winner. And France versus Italy, Germany gets the winner. And here's what happened. First round, Spain had no trouble with Austria, 10-0, mercy rule in 7 innings. Croatia led the whole way to take care of Sweden 9-3. Israel 9-1 over Switzerland. The Swiss had their ace on the mound, Dominic Scheffler, Cincinnati Reds prospect, the first ever Swiss-born MLB prospect. But it did not go as expected. Israel put up 6 in the first inning and never looked back. Italy over France 6-2, closer than expected. France led 2-1 through 5, but the Italians pulled away in the later innings. Quarterfinals. In a rematch of the 2023 Euro Final, it was once again the Spaniards on top, this time with a 7-0 shutout. Spain's strategy? Not swinging. They scored 5 runs in the top of the third, 3 on bases-loaded walks, another on a bases-loaded wild pitch. Pablo Guillen tossed 6 scoreless with 8 strikeouts for Spain. Croatia finished off a great tournament with a tough 3-1 loss to the Netherlands. Croatia scored in the first, but Dutch starting pitcher Lars Hoyer came in and kept them quiet the rest of the way. 7 innings, 1 run, 6 strikeouts. Czech Republic over Israel 4-3, but it didn't come without a late-game scare. The Czechs led 4-0 through 8. Israel scored 3 in the 9th, but came up short, stranding a runner on third. Czech pitchers Jan Novak and Ondrej Satoria combined kept the Israelis scoreless through 8, before Satoria ran into trouble in the 9th. And a pitcher's duel between Germany and Italy. Italian starter Gabriele Quattrini tossed 7 scoreless, 8 strikeouts, only 3 hits and no walks. German starter Marcus Solbach threw 7 innings with 7 Ks, but the game's unearned run came on his watch, and Italy moved on with a 1-0 win. Semifinals, Czech Republic and Italy. Italians scored first on an RBI triple from Renzo Guillermo Martini Perilli. The Czechs evened it up on a third-inning solo home run from Martin Cervenka, but the Italians scored 5 in the middle innings and never looked back. They won 8-5. Netherlands and Spain. Spain struck first, taking a 1-0 lead on an RBI single from Jesus Ustariz. But it was all Dutch after that. 6 unanswered, including home runs from Jonathan Scope, Ray Patrick Ditter, and Giandido Tromp. Tromp had 3 hits for the day. Tom de Blok was the starting pitcher for Netherlands, but was removed after recording the first 2 outs and allowing the first run. Kevin Kelly stepped in and threw 8 1/3 innings of relief, with 16 strikeouts. Netherlands won 6-1. Then came the final day. Of course, after each team was eliminated, they played each other and competed for all the positions in the standings. I'm skipping over that here and going straight to the final placings on the final day. In the 7th place game, Israel downed Croatia 11-5. Scoring opened in the 3rd with both teams scoring 3. It was close all the way until the 8th when Israel put up 5 runs. They got a pinch hit home run from shortstop Asaf Loengart. 3 batted in from catcher Jason Agresti, as they beat Croatia 11-5 for 7th place. Germany and Great Britain battled it out for 5th. Britain used 5 pitchers to strike out 12 German batters and hold them to 7 hits. German pitching was even better. Mark Harrison, Philip Klehout, and Cesar Aquino combined for a 2-hit, 9-inning shutout. Catcher Maurice Bendrian had 2 hits and crossed the plate twice for the game's only 2 runs. Germany 2-0 for 5th place. In the bronze medal game, it was a rematch between Czech Republic and Spain. Take away Martin Cervenka, and this might have been a close game. He put the Czechs ahead in the 3rd with a 2-run double, extended the lead in the 8th with a 2-run homer, further extended it in the 9th with a base-clearing double. He ended the day with 3 hits, a walk, a home run, and 7 RBI. Meanwhile, on the mound, Tomas Ondra pitched 8 1/3 innings in relief, 4 hits, 1 walk, no runs, and 6 strikeouts. Czech Republic won the bronze with a 9-2 win, their first ever medal in the European Championship. Then came the grand finale, Italy versus Netherlands for the gold. Italy had former Cubs AAA prospect Matteo Bocci on the mound. Netherlands had former Major League pitcher Sharon Martins. Netherlands got on the board quick, a pair of RBI singles from Hendrik Clementina and Jeremy Profar, brother of Jurickson. The Italians answered in the 2nd with a solo home run from Giaconino Lazzaracina, added another run in the top of the 4th to tie it at 2. But the Dutch answered right back. In the bottom of the 4th, Charlin Scope, brother of Jonathan, hit a solo homer, and Giandido Trump hit a 2 RBI double. Scope added a sac fly 1 inning later, and it was 6-2 Netherlands. The Italians started to claw their way back, 3 runs in the 6th, including a 2 RBI single from Lorenzo Maressi. But that's all they could get. Dutch closer Jadon Estanista pitched 2 scoreless, no-hit innings, with 5 strikeouts to end the game. Netherlands 6-5 for the gold. For the 25th time, the Netherlands are European champions. So here are the final standings. The bottom 2 are Hungary and Lithuania. They will be relegated to the B Pool European qualifier. Belgium and Greece are the lowest of the safe teams. Expected for Greece, disappointing for Belgium. Speaking of disappointing, France, 0-6 in the tournament. They finished 12th. Supposed to be one of the stronger teams in Europe, but they really underachieved here. Number 11, Switzerland. Not a bad showing for them. 10, Sweden. 2 years ago, they upset Italy and finished 8th. Could not follow up on it. They were 1-5 this time. Number 9, Austria. Better than expected. Then the quarterfinalists. Number 8, Croatia. 7, Israel. 6, Great Britain. 5, Germany. 4, Spain. 3, Czech Republic. 2, Italy. And number 1, the Netherlands. All-time medal count. Netherlands extended their dominance with a record 25th gold medal. They've medaled every time they've participated. Italy, 10-time gold medalists, added another silver, back to their usual finish. Spain, the usual bronze medalist through the tournament's history, won gold last time, but couldn't add another medal this time. But they sit comfortably with the 3rd highest overall medal count at 19. Belgium, one of only 4 countries with a gold medal, has the 4th most overall with 9. Great Britain, 3 medals, all of them silver. Germany, 8 medals, but almost all of them bronze. Then we've got Greece, Israel, and Russia, all with 1 silver medal apiece. Sweden has 2 bronze, France has 1 bronze, and the Czech Republic becomes the newest member of the medalist club, with their bronze medal performance. This year's edition was a return to normal, with Netherlands once again beating Italy in the championship game. Boring? Yeah, for some people maybe it is, but this is the right way. Last time we were treated to a totally different matchup between Spain and Great Britain. Italy got upset in group play. Netherlands had to settle for the bronze. If you thought we'd turned a page in European baseball history, you were getting too far ahead of yourself. Netherlands has guys like Martins, Gregorius, Scope, Profar. No MLB players, but very close to what a Netherlands WBC team looks like. Italy didn't have their WBC Italian Americans, but they had the best Italian players. and it's important to remember which two countries are the best in Europe. And for now, that is still Netherlands and Italy. Croatia was a surprise team. Glad to see them reach the top half after finishing 10th last time. I know they were competing in one of the weaker groups, but they beat all the competition and made it to the quarterfinals. Now they qualify to be in one of the tougher groups next time. Gotta mention Austria too, though. They rose from 15th in 2023 to 9th in 2025, the biggest climber of all. And the Czech Republic, though a third place finish is about what we expected from them, has to be considered the greatest achiever by reaching heights they had never reached before. Biggest disappointments. I've already mentioned France, and they are the biggest disappointment of all. European baseball has historically had a big two, Netherlands and Italy, and that showed this year with those two countries in the championship game. If we extend that to a big four, we add Czech Republic and Germany, and they were third and fifth respectively. If we extend that to a big six, we add Spain and France. Spain was fourth, but France was all the way down at number 12. They were seventh at the 2023 edition. This comes at a time when several young French players are going on to play college and professional ball in North America, so maybe this was a one-time disappointment. But I can't help but think that the French League's dominance by one team, the Rouen Huskies, is hurting the country's ability to produce talented players for the French national team. Some might say Germany was disappointing, but I'd label them as more of a bad luck team. They beat the Czech Republic in group play, and like the Czechs, they beat Israel and lost to Italy. They just did it in different order, and that meant playing for fifth instead of third. With the way the tournament was set up, one of the teams with the first round bye would have to face Italy in the quarterfinals, because of Italy's ninth place finish last time. And that country was Germany. As for attendance, the final between Netherlands and Italy in Rotterdam attracted 3,000 fans. That was pretty much the same for all games involving the Netherlands in Rotterdam. A good number. Dutch fans enjoy Dutch baseball. The bronze medal game between Czech Republic and Spain drew 1,600. Not bad. The semifinal game between Czech Republic and Italy fell just short of 1,000 at 953. Group play games in Belgium involving Belgium were in the high hundreds. Group play games in Italy involving Italy were in the low hundreds. It shows how far baseball has yet to go in Europe. Plenty of fans in the Netherlands, we already knew that. But if we want to get to the point where people will travel across Europe to see their national baseball team in action, we've got a long way to go. Even with their national teams playing in the home country, the Belgian fans came up a little short, and the Italian fans came up way short. And that is it for European baseball in 2025. Netherlands, Italy, Czech Republic, and Great Britain will be there for the WBC in March. All the countries will start playing ball in April throughout the various leagues of the continent. If you have any interest in European baseball, subscribe to this channel because I cover the European leagues and any major European tournaments regularly, as well as baseball in every part of the world. If that's your thing, this is the place to be. Anyway, that's all for this one. Until next time, this is Baseball International. See you.